Welcome, witches, and all other magical folk who are of the light, to my witchcrafting boutique where magic, healing, and mystery awaken the soul and entice your senses to envelop you with that which you need to enhance your true self, your magic, and your power. And now, it's time to let the witchcrafting and magic begin, baby. Oh yeah. Hello, magical souls. I am Lady Silver Sage of witchcraftandmore.com, which is my website and my blog. And I'm also the owner of the YouTube channel called A Witch's Life. That's where we are right now. And I'm also the owner and headmistress of the Academy of International Witchcrafting. And I welcome you today. For those of you who are long-standing subscribers, I thank you sincerely. And for those of you who are new, please go ahead and subscribe. Click that little bell next to subscribe and press the word all so that you'll get all of my upcoming videos. Okay, and join our little family. So, today is Thursday. It is Thor's Day, as they say in the Celtic lands. And you guys, we are going to do a money drawing jar. I've got this little jar right here. I love these little tiny jars. And it's got a lid. It's clean. It's one that I've used before. And this is what you're going to need. So if you'd like to, you can get your Book of Shadows, your Book of Knowledge out, or your grimoire, whatever you'd like to use, just a piece of paper to write on. It's up to you. It's okay. And today, or I should say this evening, because here in Germany it is evening. It is already 10 minutes after 8 in the evening. So this evening we're going to be using cinnamon, peppermint. I got both my peppermints there. We're going to be using patchouli. We're going to be using tulsi. I use tulsi for a lot of different things. Coffee and earth. Now, with regard to crystals, we're going to be using green aventurine, and we're going to be using quartz crystal, because quartz crystal, some people might know, some might not, but it amplifies everything that it touches. So hopefully you will be in a good mood when you're using quartz crystal, because it will amplify whatever mood that you're in. So be careful with that. Now, oh yeah, we're going to be using some mandrake. Excuse me, that's just to give it a pop of power, go-go power. And I've got some dragon's blood here, which I find to be quite sacred and also very, very powerful. We're going to be using that as well. All right, you're going to also need a plain piece of paper. You can use parchment paper, you can use a paper bag, a paper towel, whatever you have that's just plain and clean. You're going to need something to write with. I'm going to use a green Sharpie because we are manifesting money tonight. That's what we are doing. I have a spoon that I like to use, a wooden spoon, just to dig out my ingredients with. Got scissors just in case. And we have something that we're going to use to cleanse this jar with, and our area as well as ourselves. This is just a basic white smudge stick, or smoke stick as we call it. And let me make sure I got everything in place here. Good. Now, let's start out first by taking our piece of paper, and we are going to write down the amount of money that we are going to manifest with our witchcrafting and magic this evening, okay? I am going to write this down. Now, wherever you are, whichever country you're in, write down your currency. Okay, mine is euro here in Germany, and that's what I'm writing down. Once we do that, Gonna lay that down, light our sage or smudge stick or smoke stick. Get it going really good. Oh yeah. All right, and then we're just gonna cleanse the inside of this, cleanse away all negativity. Cleanse away all negativity as well as the lid. We're going to cleanse this paper that we just wrote on, okay? And now we're going to cleanse our area as well as ourselves. All right, and that can smoke itself out. What I'm going to do now is I'll take my piece of paper that I folded over in my direction one time, turn it, and then fold it towards me again. One more time towards me again, and a last time towards me again, so that we have a small square like so. Okay, I'm going to make sure that that stays closed as well as possible. Now we're going to go for our earth to begin with. Okay, this is just plain earth that you can get outside, and for me earth is quite magical. Pouring some earth into our money jar or mojo jar. Then we're going to take some coffee. I like to use the beans, but this evening I'm also using the grounds, the coffee grounds as well. Oh, that smells really good. Okay. I might put some more of this on the top. I don't know yet. It just depends on how I'm feeling about it. Because, you know, when you're manifesting, this has a lot to do with how you are feeling, okay? You have to put your feelings and your desires into this as one. They've got to meld as one with the herbs and the crystals that you're putting into this jar and the other things that you'll be putting into this jar, the different things that you'll be putting into this jar. Now, put my pen back away for now. I'm not going to do this whole spell. I'm just basically going to tell you how to do it. If you need this done, okay, let me know and I will do it to the very end for you. You can just call and request that I do this for you, and we can place an order for you, okay? Now, we've got the earth in there, we've got the coffee beans, and we've got the ground coffee in there. Now we're going to take our petition, we're going to put that in there towards us. We're going to take some hair, or you can use anything that you like. You can use any type of bodily fluids that you'd like. You can use toenails, fingernails, you can use saliva, urine, you can use blood, whether it be menstrual or otherwise. You can use urine, whatever you decide to use. You can also use sperm. That's another thing that's very powerful as well, if you can get your hands on it. Okay, so we've got that taken care of. That is that. Now I'm going to put some patchouli directly on top of this. Also, if you want to, this is the point where you would add money into your jar. Now I know what I'm doing, so I'm not going to add the money. I know exactly what this is for. However, when you put the money into the jar, it's going to help you focus deeper and feel even deeper. So go ahead, put your money in at this point if that's what you desire to do, and it does not matter which country you're in, which currency you're using. It just depends on your feeling as you're putting that into the jar. Okay, and so now I'm going to put my patchouli in here. And I love patchouli. Patchouli has such a wonderful smell. And this is a very strong herb. And I use it in a lot of financial spells, legal spells. I use it in a lot of spells to draw things towards me. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to put some peppermint in here. Because peppermint is something that draws money quite well, I might add. Okay. And peppermint is plentiful in most areas. So all you need to do basically, if you don't have peppermint, you can walk down to the park or something like that. And if you do take peppermint from a place where you're not normally used to going, make sure that you wash that peppermint real good, okay? Because yeah, we don't want the yellowness that can accumulate on it. But anyway, I am going to put some of this in here. Now this is cinnamon. You can put as much or as little as you want. Like I said, it has to do with feeling. Okay, feeling. I'm putting this in here just like this. Now you can also use cinnamon powder as well. That's not a problem at all. Use basically what you have or what you can forage out in nature, okay? And we've got our Tulsi that we're going to use here. Before I do that, I'm gonna put in my crystals. Like I said, my green aventurine here. I'm gonna put 3 of these crystals in here because they're pretty good sized chunks. Take the smallest one, put it back, and I got the 3 big ones here. Okay, and we're gonna just put this in a clockwise motion. Actually, you're gonna be making a triangle out of it. There we go, like that. And then we're gonna take our quartz crystal and we're going to give that a generous amount here. Make sure that you can see the quartz crystal along the side, because you know, magic and witchcraft, that is also a visual craft. Okay, that is something you need to be able to see as well. And we can tell it's starting to become warmer here. We've got flies flying around here already in Germany. Oh my goodness. Anyway, putting the mandrake in here on top of the crystals to make it zoom. That's right, because we want that money to come in hard, heavy, and fast, right? We're putting some mandrake resin in here, or excuse me, dragon's blood, I'm sorry. And this stuff here, like I said, it's very sacred and it is very, very powerful, very powerful. And it can stain things, so be very careful when you're using it, okay? Now we're going to go ahead and add the Tulsi. Now this stuff here, ooh, it's strong, very, very strong. It is something that always works, period, always works. Okay, I'm going to put that over there. So this is what we're working with right now. This is what it looks like. Okay, now I've got a green candle. You can use any shade of green that you like. It just depends on your feelings, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Sharpie and I am going to put my ruined stones on here first before I do anything, and my symbols for money. Okay. Right. Now we're going to go ahead and cleanse this candle, because you know, when we're working with magic, most magical folks have a very, very bright light within them, okay? And they normally attract a lot of astral nasties, okay? And sometimes these astral nasties don't stay on the astral plane. They like to come to you wherever you are. So don't forget, after every ritual that you do, every spell working that you do, make sure to ground yourself. Because when you have all of that excess energy in you, your light is going to shine so bright and attract so many different things that strange things are going to be happening. Trust me. And you don't want that, especially if you are new at witchcrafting, okay? Now, what we're going to do, I'm not going to do this all the way for the sake of time. We are going to go in a clockwise motion, dripping this wax onto our candle creation here, or excuse me, our money drawing creation here. Always in a clockwise motion, okay? Because we're drawing things towards us. I know people say that so often, always in a clockwise motion, but sometimes when you get caught up in the moment and you're there by yourself, you forget. You know, it's very, very possible to forget because you're concentrating so hard on what it is that you're pulling in towards you that you're not even really thinking about what you're doing, okay? So I will finish that at another time. And then what you want to do after you have completely filled this with wax, okay, then you want to put the lid on it. And then you want to take it between your hands and you want to do a money chant. A money chant that you've come up with yourself, hopefully. But if you don't have one that you've come up with yourself, you're welcome to use one on the internet or one from my website, that's fine. But you need to make sure that you do this money chant and chant it over and over as you're holding your money drawing jar in your hands. And you're really going to push yourself into this. You're pushing your feelings into this. You're going to push all of your feelings into this. Okay, and you're going to take the time to visualize this money coming to you in any way, shape, or form, but with harm to none. Okay, this money can come to you in any way, shape, or form, but with harm to none. Because we don't want somebody to die for you to get your money. We don't want somebody to be have their money taken away in order for you to get money. You see what I'm saying? We want to do this in a way that's going to be positive for everybody involved. So always at the end of each spell, I recommend that you always say, with harm to none, and may it harm none. And you just keep on holding it in your hands. Now you've got to feed this every single day, every day, as many times per day as you can, okay? And the more you do this, I can guarantee you, the quicker this money is going to come to you. Now, something else I want to say to you, even if the whole amount of money that you've written does not show up to you at one time, don't you dare give up, because sometimes things are hindered for our own good, okay? And sometimes it's really hard to deal with that, okay? But if you can look at it as you are being protected, then it's not going to be so hard for you to deal with. And you're going to understand that maybe that whole amount of money didn't show up just yet because you might not have been able to handle it. And if that would be the case, then you might lose all of that money, okay? So always, even if the money does come to you all at once, keep going with with your chant that you do, with your money spell that you write down. Keep going with that every day, as many times per day as you can. And you are going to start seeing things really appearing in your life. And what's going to make that appear even more? What is it? When you are thankful. And when you start doing your thankful lists, I mean writing them down in your journal or going over them every morning before you get out of bed, or going over your thank you lists every night before you go to sleep, or just as often as you can, say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and be thankful. I mean, honestly, deeply thankful for all that you have. And don't think about the fact that when you are saying thank you, that more is coming to you. Try not to think about that, okay? Try not to think about that at all. Because what this is you are actually showing your thankfulness to the Creator, to the universe, to God, to Goddess, to whomever it is that you interact with regarding situations such as this, okay? So make sure that you do your thankful list or say your thank yous as often as you can, anytime that you can, even if it's just in your mind. Okay, make sure to do that, because that is the key to your success. All right, my dears, that's what I've got for you today. If this video has helped you in any way, or if you just like it, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. You can leave me a nice comment down below. That sure would be nice on my YouTube channel. I would appreciate that. And also, interact with me on YouTube and Facebook if you'd like. Oh, and don't forget, I am inviting you to come on over to my website and my blog and follow me there if you'd like. That would be great. We'd love to have you. And yeah, today is Thursday, tomorrow is Friday. We're almost at the weekend. So you guys, stay healthy and just enjoy life. And I am sending you the brightest of magical blessings. I send you the brightest of magical blessings. All of you who are here, I send you the brightest of magical blessings. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you again the next time. Bye for now.